All right, so this activity is ice cube play. So I threw some ice cubes in my bucket. Let's see if I can pull it back further. Maybe you guys can see inside the bucket. So I have some ice cubes in there, and I also froze some little manipulatives into ice. So that what we can do with this is, I mean, you can play with it. They can play with it just with their hands because it's cold and it kind of feels fun. I also froze part of a sponge into an ice cube tray so they can hold on to it and they can play with it. They can even paint with it later. You can even paint with these on the sidewalk and stuff. They give you something soft to hold, and then you can draw on it with water and paint with water on the sidewalk, which is fun. But the thing you can do with this, because we want to try and find the things that are stuck into the ice cubes, especially if you put something that is your child's favorite thing in there, they're really going to want to get to those so they can take them out. So you can use a sprayer, and you can spray to melt the ice cubes. And this will take time, which is great. These aren't going to melt really quickly, so your kids will actually be involved in this for a long time. You can do that. You can use any kind of water bottle that you can squirt, and you can squirt water because we know kids love to squirt, and it's great for their fine motor, their hand control, their hand strength. So you can squirt water in there. You can put some, if you have, you can use a baster if you have one. Put some water on here. Or if you have an eyedropper, I couldn't find my eyedroppers. I think they're at work. So you can squirt water in there. You might even have some squirty toys that you can fill up with water and squirt that you might use in the bathtub or outside to play with. So you can squirt with water. You can also get some tongs. I didn't grab tongs, but you can get tongs and try to pick up the ice cubes. You can use spoons and try to catch them, or try some measuring cups and see if you can catch the ice with a measuring cup. You can pick up that. So that's great. Again, we're going to fine motor, and that cold is the sensory piece of it. You see, they'll get stuck together, which is fun for the kids to kind of see what happens with ice. So you can just keep playing with those and letting your kids play with those until you maybe get some of the objects out. So that's a lot of fun to do with it. The other thing you can do with this is you can also paint in here. So I can get some, you can get some containers like this, or you can go to the dollar store and get mustard and ketchup containers at the dollar store. And you can make, I included a recipe in the email with the documents for ice cream and ice cube play, how to make your own paint if you don't have paint. But since I have paint, you can do is you can actually squirt the paint into the bucket. And you can paint on the ice, which is a lot of fun. Again, you can let them, you make sure you use child-safe paint, non-toxic paint. They can use their hands and paint with it, which is great fun. You can use a paintbrush, and you can paint the ice, which is really kind of fun to do. Again, you can also use these sponges, and you can dip them in the paint that you squirted in there, and you can paint on it. So you can paint the ice that way. Also, we could put some different colors in it and see what happens when you mix paint. There, get some of that paint out of there. And then you can see what happens when you mix the colors of the paint. And then you can paint some more. You can paint on the sides of the bucket. The best part about this is it all rinses off and it's gone because it's just water. It's just water and the paint, and it's real easy to clean up because it's water-based paint. And the kids have a lot of fun. If you don't want to paint the toys, don't do the painting activity until after the toys are out of there, or do it as a different activity. So you can do that with it, which is lots of fun. I think that's all I have. Like I said, anything you can come up with creative, this would be a great activity to do outside. They could even then paint the sidewalk with the brushes and the paint that are in the bucket. They could use the sponges then. So they could do a lot of different things with it if you do it outside on the sidewalk or in the backyard. On top of something, or lay out some big paper in the backyard and do it on that. But that's a lot of fun things you can do with ice cubes, just to play with and have a good time. And there might be more activities in my handouts. I can't remember if there is or not. So that's the ice cube play.